anyway, this stretch of Highway 1, if you're familiar with that drive, you're
comfortable with it.
You're comfortable with it, so you can do it at the recommended speeds.
And for people who the scenery is new, there's that Sunday driver thing comes because you want to look at all what's surrounding you, and it's hard to do on windy, twisty, narrow roads.
Right. Well, you're breaking the law if you do it too slowly. And one man that lives in Muir Beach wanted to let drivers know that, and he wanted Caltrans to help him out with that, but they dragged their feet, according to him, and he finally just decided, I'm going to do this myself.
He took matters into his own hands.
Right. So joining us on the line right now is Gerald Perlman, and he's the man behind some signs that he put up. They're nice-looking signs, I think, that says, hey, slow vehicles with 5 or more following must use a turnout. Gerald, welcome to Eat, Drink, Explore Radio.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, we're excited to have you on the line because at what point did you reach the frustration level and just decided, forget Caltrans, I'm going to do this myself?
Well, at what point is a year and a half later after my first initial request to them and their promises over all of that period of time to actually do something. So, the frustration just mounts and mounts and mounts. And then after the last communication with them when they said, it'll be up there on the second week in April, and it didn't. And that, that's the way it's been. They've said things before and they never followed through with them. So then I said, well, I can't wait around any longer. It's just too frustrating, and it felt good to do something.
Yeah, I bet it did. Yeah.
So has Caltrans responded to you putting up your own signs? Because they probably, along with this, slow vehicle law, there's probably something that says you can't put up your own signs, I imagine, right?
I don't know. That would be kind of a First Amendment issue. I think that under the First Amendment, you can't. It's free speech, something like that. So I'm not quite sure that they haven't responded, except I think to one news inquiry, they did say that they're going to replace those signs with signs of their own. But I'm not sure about that. They haven't. Nobody's responded to me except a lot of people around here who were very much supportive of what I did.
Yeah. So what is the law exactly?
Well, the law, as I understand it, says that vehicles with five or more vehicles behind them must use the pullouts.
And there are plenty of pullouts along that stretch. I've driven it, and I've been behind people that don't use it, so I know that frustration that you're talking about where you scream out loud in your own car, why didn't you just pull over?
Yeah, in addition to that, I say the main thing is the public safety issue, because no matter how much you try, you end up tailgating them, and you pull back. But because you drive at your normal pace, you're back tailgating them in a few minutes, and eventually. And we did have actually one accident a couple of weeks ago that had to do with pullouts.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, I imagine too, Gerald, that for some drivers, we have some narrow, winding roadways. 154 comes to mind where you've got traffic going one lane each direction, and you get people who get risky and they go out into the other lane of traffic to pass, and then that becomes dangerous. That
becomes very dangerous with blind curves on the road. So, it was in everybody's best interest that this be dealt with in an expeditious manner, and yet it dragged on and on and on and on to the point where I said, no more. I can't wait around anymore.
How many signs total did you put up?
3.
3. And coming down Mount Tam toward Muir Beach?
No, that is also a problem, of course, but our problem for the Muir Beach residents is more, although we obviously go both ways, but there was one sign way up on the top about when you're coming down, but there was no signs when you're going up.
Oh, okay.
And that's where I put mine, on the right side, rather than going what do you call it, south.
Muir Beach, that's where the Pelican Inn is, correct?
That's correct, and there's one sign right before the Pelican Inn.
I love the Pelican Inn. It's a great place to, on a day like today specifically, to kind of hunker down and have a nice beer and bite to eat. Well, that does it for this segment, but I really appreciate you joining us to talk a little bit about your battle there, and I hope those Caltrans signs get put up quickly on many stretches of roadway here in the state. Gerald Perlman, the man behind the Highway 1 signs, and I want to thank the Marin Independent Journal as well for a photo that we're showing of Gerald there underneath one of the signs.
All right.
Thank you, Gerald. I used to be a paper delivery boy for the
Marin Independent.
Marin Independent Journal. That's right. All right, we're back in just a moment, everyone. You're listening to the Eat Drink